Hello, whole food plant-based people. Let's talk about breakfast. So breakfast, it's one of my favorite meals, and if you're an omni, which means short for omnivore, which I was in my old life, you think about breakfast, and sure, you can have, here's our oats, which certainly can be done up just wonderfully, lots of fruits and all that stuff, but oatmeal is like not your, like if you're going to a diner, that's not what you're gonna have. You're gonna have like a thick layer of crispy, oily potatoes, maybe some bacon and eggs, bacon, which is why a lot of sat fat, we don't need to eat these guys, we really don't. These are friends, not food. That's my opinion. So what I wanted to do, because we like breakfast so much and we like hash browns, and hash browns is a starch that you can have sort of as much as you want, as long as there's no oil. When you bring oil into the picture, that just pumps everything up calorie-wise. So what I wanted to try to do, and I thought it was impossible, is what if we could make some really crispy, crunchy, soft on the inside, flavorful hash browns without a lot of calories. So you can really just have like a huge pile, and then of course you can put some other things on your plate, like some really incredible tempeh bacon, which is another video, or some corn eggs, which just it's like a great scrambled egg dish, and that's another video. So anyway, you put all these breakfast things. Eggs Benedict with some really hot piping cheese sauce on your English muffin, avocado, killer tomato. You can tell I really like breakfast. So back to the hash browns. So really what you need is a pan. So one of our tools, which we discussed in another video, is you want a high quality nonstick pan. And here's what I do. To get hash browns to ultimate hash browns for whole food plant-based, no oil, what I like to do is layer just old school frozen shredded potatoes in the bottom part on a medium hot pan, and then I chop up you can have them done pre-done, but like a baked potato. Could be rustic, could be Yukon Gold, whatever works. But that adds on the next layer. That adds just a little bit of softness on the inside. So when you go to flip them, it's just it adds another texture element. Then a lot of pepper and salt, and then some finely chopped onions, as much or as little as your taste allows. This is ultimate, right? And then parsley. So parsley to me just adds so much flavor, freshness, and some color. Just beautiful, beautiful hash browns. So I just always have a lot of this stuff pre-chopped, finely chopped in my fridge, and so I just pile it all, in the pan in the morning, and we have it quite a bit. So let's get to it, and let's make our hash browns. The first thing that we're going to do is heat the pan medium, a tad bit higher than medium, and we're going to start to layer. The first layer that we're going to have is the frozen hash browns. That is your texture, and that's what gives you the crispiness. I've tried a lot of different things, and frozen works best. The next layer is going to be a baked potato, whether it's russet, Yukon Gold, red, it doesn't matter. It's your favorite, whatever you have on hand. Then some finely chopped parsley, a little bit of onion, salt and pepper. And then the really important part is just push it all down in the pan and let it sit undisturbed for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just watch it. This one, I'm going around the edges, and you can see it's ready to flip, and it's got the crunch on the bottom. You might want to do yours a little bit longer, but this one is working really well. It's got the Yukon Golds in there, and this is ready to go. Just going to crisp it up on the other side. If you try another one, let's try the other set here, and it's coming up in one piece. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, this is fun for me. So it worked. It's one piece. See how crispy it is on the bottom, and I let this one go a little bit longer. It was a little bit drier than the other one, so there's just always going to be different outcomes with your homemade hash browns, but they're all good. So let's talk about the oil subject for a minute. So, again, if you go to the diner, and a big experience with hash browns is that or any of the foods in, like a breakfast diner type of meal, you're gonna have that layer of oil, and that's what kind of makes it crispy. And you start piling on, all the breakfast meats and the eggs. And of course, that's why we have so much chronic disease in this country. We certainly don't need all these extra calories, all the sat fat and all that. So what I would do to wean yourself off of using oil, if you typically use oil for your hash browns, is just start in, like just do initially maybe a little spray, you know, and get that down, and then maybe start wiping out your pan. But really, as long as you use a non-stick pan and do medium heat, experiment with putting the cover on, you will, I promise you, you will get those crispy hash browns without all of that super highly processed oil and without the tons of calories that none of us need. So just try it and see, let me know how it goes.